Hello, Internet. Welcome back to the Weirdo Watchlist Podcast, the podcast that's about movies that are slightly off. I am your host, Mikey, and that is my good host, Sam. Welcome to the show.
Hello. Mikey, how are you?
I am doing good. How about you?
I'm doing very well. My friend.
I'll let you... have you seen any new movies? I know you mentioned you were gonna see Avatar today.
Yeah,
but
I didn't.
we had crazy weather this evening. Just a bunch of snow, and not a bunch of snow at all. It was like an inch, but it was super fucking windy. So it felt like it was a fucking blizzard, but just a bunch of wind pushing all the snow around.
Yeah, no theater for me. Did we talk about Fackham Hall last episode?
That does not sound like something we talked about. What is Fackham Hall?
I saw Fackham Hall. It's like a parody, very Naked Gun-esque, like Monty Python humor. It was so long ago. It was almost 2 weeks ago.
Almost a fortnight ago.
Yeah, Fortnite. Yes.
Fortnite.
Yeah, no, that was really good. It was a really good, like, just comedy, like, just straight up, not quite like Freddy Got Fingered, but, you know, like a comedy where it's like there's actually jokes every moment type of comedy, which is great seeing that. So, I mean, that was cool, but I haven't been to the theater since then, and honestly, there isn't that much out right now that's that interesting. Ella McKay came out, like,
I was gonna see that last week because they were gonna
give a fuck. Maybe you do.
Only because they were gonna talk about it on Blank Check, the podcast about filmographies. They're gonna talk about that one, and that's my only reason to go see it. But last week it was also still very, very cold, and I didn't want to leave the house. So one person who was gonna go with me also could not make it, because he was seeing a different movie that got out like after the showtime I wanted to go to started.
Yeah, well, I thought about going. There's a day like last week that I was like, you know what, I'm bored as fuck. I'll just go to the theater and watch a movie. And there was like really nothing that I hadn't seen that would work. And then there was a showtime of Ella McKay, and I looked up, you know, just kind of the general reviews, and I was just like, not gonna waste my time.
Yeah, I've seen like a lot of people just say like, not that it's like bad, it's just boring and not funny.
Yeah, I was like, I got that vibe from the trailer, so if that's the vibe that's going to be the whole movie, then I'm out.
Yeah,
I don't need to waste my time.
Yeah, I think everybody's feeling that way about it. Yeah. My dog just ripped ass, and it smells so goddamn bad. While you were telling that story, I just caught like the worst whiff of my life.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what I have watched.
What have you watched?
This is a Netflix movie called Train Dreams. It's going to be like Oscar contender, not front runner, but it's going to get easy nominations.
Yeah, was it good?
I really, really fucking adored it. It was really good.
Dreams. Yeah, I've seen that name floating around. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, it's about like a guy who's like working in the woods. He's a logger, you know, job to job, and it's just follows him around his quiet life in the 19th century, like 1910s or something.
Okay.
So kind of like turn of the industrial age or whatever, modern time, and he's like dealing with that and family, raising a family.
And why does everybody like it so much?
It's just one of those beautiful type of movies. It's incredible to fucking look at. It's got a very soft narration. It's very like soft and like gentle movie. It really fucking worked for me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's it is narrated by Will Patton. He's kind of like it's like he's telling me the story. And halfway through, like listening to like the narration, and he's just saying stuff like, you know, like he worked many winters, many days, job to job, just, you know, explaining the type of shit that's going on. And when I was like halfway through it, I realized like, wait, this is a Netflix movie. I distinctly remember them talking about they wanted to start like catering movies and making movies and like pushing filmmakers to have characters in the movie actively describing what is happening to them. Like, saying their full names when they enter a room, like, hello, it is me entering the room, I'm doing this, just so people can, like, watch, but also, like, go fuck off and do laundry.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, people freaking out about that. So watching Train Dreams, having this narration going, I was like, wait a fucking minute, is this actually a terrible narration? But then I remembered, no, this is probably just picked up by Netflix with the narration intact, already in there, and it's like supposed to be like, yeah, like storybook, poem, poetic biography of a guy.
Interesting.
And again, it works in the movie. It works really well, you know. Like the tone of like the narration like matches kind of like the soft, quiet energy of the rest of the movie. It's not very like. I mean, there's like a scene in the middle. There's like a big forest fire, but everything else is pretty relaxed, and you are just following a guy just going to work. He's a simple man, simple life. I highly fucking recommend it.
I'll definitely watch it.
Yeah.
I'll definitely seems like there's quite the buzz about it. It's Netflix. That should be easy to find.
Yeah, William H. Macy's in it. He's fucking great.
Love him.
I did catch Zootopia 2 a couple days after we
Yay.
recorded. Pretty good movie.
Cool.
I liked it quite a bit. But I did catch Avatar 3. I told you about this.
That's right. You saw it last night?
Last night, yeah. Through the benefits of having a wife in the movie theater industry, I was able to catch it a night early. Not in 3D, not in IMAX 3D, just regular discount premium large format.
Sure.
And she told me beforehand there are going to be subtitles. She could not...
I love subtitles.
Yeah, there's like a screening like the previous night without, and this one with, just for, you know, whoever wanted. My wife didn't have a say in that, but it was a time that worked best for both of us. These you know, screenings, you know, like late at night. I'm not gonna drag her to like the midnight screening when she's got to open the next morning. So,
Avatar.
yeah, 3
How was it?
hours. It was pretty fucking great. I mean, I'm big Avatar fan to begin with, so it is just an easy layup for me to say movie of the year. But I fucking loved it to bits. It's James Cameron doing the same thing he does with these Avatar movies, just exploring the world, not exploring the characters too much. He does it better here. Because in Avatar 2, you know, like, his son, Neteyam, dies. And now we're exploring that grief here, and then Loak's gotta, like, fucking step up, learn to be the older brother, and all the other characters got their own, like, subplots going on. But it improves in that regard, especially with Jake Sully and Colonel Quaritch. He gets a lot to fucking do, and he kind of goes off the rails a bit. It's fucking hilarious. But it's big fucking spectacle, just like the rest of them.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. The detail, I mentioned this to you, that I was going to say this before we started recording, but the subtitles, I didn't complete my story on that, because the subtitles were presented in papyrus.
Thick.
Yeah, so I know, like, the movie's got, like, built-in subtitles for, like, when the Tulkun are talking, you know, and that's papyrus, but the actual closed captioning for the movie is in papyrus. And I didn't know that going in. I just was on the floor fucking laughing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I do want to mention, too, some of the trailers that were in front of this movie.
Yeah?
Because they made a big deal about, like, trailers playing in front of Avatar. We got The Odyssey, Spielberg's movie, and Avengers Doomsday. And let me tell you, the Odyssey trailer I barely caught. me and my wife almost missed it, and that was the only reason she was at the screening, was to see the fucking trailer.
Yeah.
But we watched. Yeah, I think we caught about just about the whole thing.
Yeah.
So that looks good. I mean, as good as anybody online thinks it's gonna be. Christopher Nolan shooting Greek stuff. There's nothing I can really say that like looks shocking to anyone who's wants to see this fucking movie.
Yeah.
Second trailer was Spielberg's new movie about the aliens, which I watched when it dropped on the internet, like on Monday. Most anticipated movie of next year by a fucking mile. And the third trailer was for The Mandalorian and Grogu, which looks like shit.
Yeah, looks like a Disney Plus movie.
Yeah, especially like going from like Christopher Nolan's big scale cinematography. Everyone's on the beach. They're not getting old. They got boats. They've left the beach. You know, and then Spielberg's got like his car chases and his fucking big camera movements and like his like shiny lighting tricks. And then you go to like flat TV lighting for Star Wars. When like for the condensed season 4 of Mandalorian, but now presented as a movie. So it was a bizarre tonal shift. I have been making mention to that to anybody I can.
Yeah.
It looks startling, the difference between like two movies made by like actual people and then the movie made by the studio.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And speaking of movies made by the studio, follow-up was Avengers Doomsday, where it's just Chris Evans riding his motorcycle, holding his baby boy, picking up his Captain America suit again. Steve Rogers will return in Doomsday. And then they do a fucking like countdown like Oppenheimer did, but it's way lamer.
Alright.
And that's it. And then next week they're going to do a new Doomsday trailer, and then the week after that a new one, and then the week after that a new one. They're just bringing back the fucking original cast after spending like 7 years trying to establish a new team and then just failing at it.
Yeah.
So they're fuck it. Get everybody back, $10 billion each of them, and it worked.
And we'll all go see it.
Yeah, I'm not. I am gonna see it. I gotta see how big of a train wreck it's gonna turn out to be.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's a big swing.
Yeah. I do want to mention it's a TV show that I've also been watching. Have you seen any of Ha Ha You Clowns on Adult Swim?
No.
Because I think that show is actually pretty fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
I've seen like when it like first started airing, my wife would see like the commercial for it and she's like, that looks like the fucking worst thing ever. Like, what even is that? And I don't know if you've seen any of the trailers either, but it's very like just like three simple brothers just like, dad, you know, they're like goofing around, and then it total shifts to this like, dad hasn't been the same since mom died, and it gets like very serious and like people describe it as like Adult Swim's Bluey. And I think that's definitely true, but the joke in it is entirely because it just gets so serious and then so like, I love you boys, I love my boys. From like the dad. It's like, I'm proud of you boys, your mom would be proud of you too. And they go for like 5 minutes doing that at the end of each episode. And that's when I'm laughing the fucking hardest at it. Because I'm also just baked out of my mind and I'm just finding this whole situation hilarious, and I think that's the point of the show. I highly recommend it. I'm not gonna make my wife watch it. I don't think I can convince her on that. I got lucky that she likes Smiling Friends enough to where she's like looking forward to watching that whenever it's on, but not Ha Ha You Clowns.
Ha Ha You Clowns. Never heard of it. I hope it becomes very successful.
They got greenlit for seasons 2 and 3, and I imagine it's not a difficult show to make. It's very
Yeah.
simply animated, very flat, but that's part of the fucking humor, I think.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Is there anything else you've been watching, TV wise either? 'Cause that's
Just
all I
Stranger
got.
Things. Rewatching it. I have not even caught up to the newest season, so I haven't watched the new shit yet.
Interesting. I watched the first episode, and that was it.
Really?
So I'm not going into it.
Yeah. Wait, of the new season.
Of the first season.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, that was when it was like on, and like for the first time, everybody's like, "This is like the best thing ever! Holy crap!" And when season 4 was airing, all I saw on TikTok was like people like freaking out about it, and it looked like cringe because there's like hot topic Tumblr attitude towards it. It's like,
Yeah.
it's popular media, and I'm gonna ship these characters. Like, I don't want to deal with this. I went through this already like 10 years ago when I was on Tumblr. I don't want to do it again.
Yeah. Well, it's a fantastic show. You're missing out a little bit.
After I have been shitting on it. It also doesn't help that, like, you know, like watching like Yoda Joe and then his friends like freak out and talk about it makes it even seem like, to me, it seems also less cool.
Yeah.
Just because like they like anything, they're excited that fucking Chris Evans is back for a Marvel movie, or they want like Tobey Maguire back already. So anything they like, I assume, is just of like that area. It's at this point, it is just a personal thing. It's just a skill issue on my part.
Yeah, I agree. Can't agree more.
But I'm glad you're liking it.
Hell yeah.
Even though you're not caught up.
We'll get there. We'll get there. You want to talk about the movie of the week, my friend?
Yeah, let's talk about the movie of the fortnight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's 2 weeks. You're right.
So, yeah, I picked Freddy Got Fingered after being upset, but still enjoying it, but upset emotionally by Martyrs. I thought a good idea to lighten the mood with Freddy Got Fingered, a normal movie that is not at all uncomfortable or difficult to watch if you're a regular average person. What did you think about it? You've seen it before, you've told me.
I've seen it before. This is probably my third time seeing it.
Okay.
Definitely my least favorite time seeing it. I like the movie, I guess. I like it what it is, but like it's not worth rewatching.
Is it really?
It's like clip worthy, of course, because the movie is basically a bunch of clips.
Yeah.
But like, that's what I feel like the rewatch is hard. it's potentially purposefully very
interesting
obtuse and not a movie. You know what I mean?
Very interesting you say that.
It's like a bunch of skits dressed up as a movie as a prank
Yeah.
to the audience or something. So it's like it's funny, but like as a whole thing, it's almost a chore, and I feel like that's maybe the point. But I digress. It's still a movie that I like. I like that it exists, and that's
You admire it. You admire it. Appreciate
I admire the fact that it happened. Like the whole point, I feel like while I'm watching it is to say like I can't believe they let him do this, or this got greenlit at such a big scale, and I feel like half the time that is the point. Like it's purposefully just crazy and shocking with some shock value humor that has no setup, or sometimes it's just like a punchline, and you're just like, well, why is it? I can't believe this is happening on a full movie. I'm paid money to see this, and I feel like that is the joke 90% of the time.
It is interesting you say that, because the Amazon has like a documentary they put out called "This Is the Tom Green Documentary."
Oh yeah, recently, yeah.
Yeah, I saw it like earlier, like a couple months ago, and it was really good because it does like go through like Tom. It's just Tom Green going through like his whole career, and kind of explaining like the highs and lows, how it all began. You know, like his Canadian rap career. I gotta figure out what the name of that group is.
Fuck yeah.
But he started like rapping in Toronto. And he actually blew up. Oh yeah, the name of his group was Organized Rhyme, which is a phenomenal name.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But they were like, oh no, Ottawa. They were based in Ottawa, not Toronto. But they're Ottawa's biggest rap group. And people just kept putting him on TV, and then Tom Green was like, I can do TV. I want to do TV.
Yeah.
Just getting his own shows and specials and stuff, and then doing that outrageous, abrupt, aggressive, abrasive humor. One bit that he did in the show was he took his dad's car and painted two lesbians like scissoring right on the fucking hood, like artistically drawn too. It was like, full like decal, like spray job. It looked insane, and then his dad refused to drive the car, so Tom went to the bus station in that car. It was like, Dad, I'm here to pick you up. I'm here to pick you up in your car, the Pussy Mobile. Dad, come get in your car, just in front of all these people.
Hell yeah.
So he's always been doing that. And then this was made at like the height of his fucking career. He was like crushing it whenever like he was allowed on a TV station. So naturally, some studio did think a good idea to give him a full budget to write and direct a comedy.
It's beautiful what he did with that power.
Yeah. And I want to circle back to you saying how like you don't find this movie very rewatchable. This is like the third time in the past 2 years I've watched this.
Really?
I watched this movie like a couple months ago with my brother because he had never seen it. And he also fucking loved it and also rewatched it and forced someone to watch it with him, which I think is the funniest bit you can do.
I feel like that is the point of the movie too, a little bit, is maybe you try to find the enjoyment and not then show anybody. I feel like it's a little less rewatchable if you show nobody. I watched this shit alone. I put for the third time. The other two times I watched it with people, and I liked it a lot. This time I watched it alone. Does not hit the same.
Maybe you should have made your girlfriend watch it.
She did watch. What scene did she see? Any scene, basically.
Just any of them.
Any scene. Yep. And she was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I know you're not gonna like it. So don't even try."
Oh yeah, no, my wife knows how much I fucking love this movie, but I've told her like I'm not gonna make you watch this. Don't ever worry about that. Yeah. I'm going to tell you now. You're going to fucking hate this movie.
Yeah, the horse masturbation scene at the beginning will get you good.
I was talking about this movie in a Discord call with one of my friends, and I was like telling him I had just watched the movie at that point, like not even for the first time, but it was just on my mind. I was like, Brendan, you gotta watch Freddy Got Fingered. It's a good fucking movie, and I showed him like the different bits. First, like the repeating gag of like the little boy just getting just brutally like hit in the face consistently throughout the movie. That's one of my favorite bits in this movie. I laugh every fucking time it happens because it is just so painfully realistic. Like you feel like this kid actually did just eat shit and bust his fucking nose open
for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, it's not like there's a lot of like aggressive slapstick, but it's all like so fucking outrageous, like when he like his friend like breaks his leg and like the bone sticking out. That's already like just violently aggressive. But then you got Rip Torn throwing the skateboard on top of it, and then Tom Green just licking it. That takes you right out of any sense of reality.
Right.
Of like that happening to anyone. And then same with like the like delivery room scene where you're like giving birth and is like pulling on the baby, like swinging it around the room.
Yeah,
that like, yeah, it's like so outrageous and unrealistic. But when the kid like gets hit with the bottle or the baseball, it just feels so fucking real. I think that to me just makes it even fucking funnier. It's just a total like juxtaposition.
Yeah. I before I knew it was a running gag, I forgot about it, of course.
Yeah.
Until I filmed obviously on Snapchat. I sent you the clip of that one,
Yeah.
and I rewound it for that to do that because I was just like, how unnecessarily random was the scene? Like you didn't need the scene to see him roll up to the house. You didn't really need the scene. You just wanted to show this kid get hit in the face, and then like no reaction to it, and just cut to the next thing.
Made me fucking laugh. But
Yeah,
again, like you said earlier too, just abrupt punchline. Here's like again, like yeah, like
no setup,
no time for a setup. It's just him. Like the scene is him pulling up to his house, and the kid like is like, "Hi, Gordy," trips and eats shit. We've never met this kid before this point. I don't think.
Yeah. And why is he running towards the car? Like
he's excited to see Gordy after like Gordy's been gone. He's been in L.A. He got his LeBaron. Didn't take the bus. Yeah. One fucking funny thing the movie does, like in the beginning and the end specifically, is just over explaining the emotions or what's exactly like being set up.
Yeah.
Like, just like the whole thing, like in the beginning is like, son, you don't have to go to LA to pursue your art career. And it's like Tom Green's like, Mom, I have to go to LA so I can become a real artist. I'm gonna get on this bus. And it's like, you're not gonna get on this bus. It's like, you bought me a ticket for this bus. I think that's like, yeah, like satirizing, like cliche, like setups like that. And then
I feel like the whole thing is purposefully bad a little bit.
It's like it's definitely like Tom Green's style of humor. Like he doesn't do anything different here than he did on TV. Except for like much more graphic violence and swearing. I don't know how much is allowed in Canada, but
I feel like the way that you write the movie to be like so like okay then I leave, and in my moment of leaving and I'm finally off on my own, the first thing I'm gonna do is just pull over quick and jerk off a horse, and it's for no reason whatsoever. Then we're gonna move on with the movie.
It's just outrageous. It's just outrageous humor.
And
it's like it's not random, so random. It's just aggressively outrageous.
But I don't think it's just random. I feel like it's purposeful to be a bad choice. I don't think I'm even. It's very far-fetched to think that most of the choices made here are purposely bad and shocking to shock you into thinking like, what the fuck is this movie? Like it's not just like. Because he can be funny, he can write funny clips, but like to have some of the acting and dialogue be the way that it is, it's not like normal. It feels like it's trying to be a bad movie, which is funny. I think that's a very good bit, but like it's
kind of like a like, fuck you to audiences for spending money to see this.
Kinda, yeah. Kinda like the joke is there, but it's just like kind of rings extremely hollow because it's like there's a baby swinging on the umbilical cord, like that's
but wake the baby.
Slightly funny. It's slightly funny, I guess, but like the real joke is the fact that it's happening at all, and that we paid to see it.
That this is in a movie.
It's a high budget movie with fucking Drew Barrymore in it. It's like it's.
That's because Drew Barrymore and Tom Green were dating at the time.
Were they really?
Yeah, that's yeah.
That's funny. Didn't know that.
No, Tom Green was like fucking huge back in the day. He was like Seth Rogen levels of famous, but just didn't have like the longevity. Because again, like Freddy Got Fingered came out, and then he was exposed to like the world. He was famous on TV and like had his like audience there, but a lot more people go to movies. At least they used to, like back in those days.
Yeah. I like it. I like that it feels like a fuck you to everything a little bit. Like it feels like a prank. Because I think it's bad. I think it is bad, and I think it's
I genuinely think it is one of the funniest movies ever. It is one of my favorite comedies. again, I was like watching this the other night by myself. Like my wife was like just on the couch, like just taking herself a nap, and I was like had to make sure I wasn't laughing so fucking hard that I would like wake her up. But I was also pretty stoned too when watching it, but I would have laughed regardless. Especially one person I fucking love is Rip Torn in this movie because
Yeah.
his only job is to keep up with Tom Green, and he does it like it's fucking nothing. I genuinely fucking love his performance in this movie. He's able to keep up with Tom Green, and the back and forth they have is genuinely some of the best.
Yeah. Rip Torn. What a legend.
What
a voice.
Rip Torn.
Rip Torn for real.
I think he died like 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, 6 years ago.
Time flies.
Time flies, but yeah, no. If it were up to me, Rip Torn would have had an Oscar for this movie. Like genuinely.
Yeah.
It's a phenomenal job. He's as aggressive as Tom Green is, but it's also like you kind of get it. I was like very sympathetic with his character this watch, just because again, imagine like I'm also like fucking Gordy is 30 or 28 years old in this movie. I turned 30 or I turned 28 like in a week. Yeah, imagine if my dad would have a similar crash out if he came home to see me fucking stringing up sausage to the ceiling and playing the piano.
Yeah. Backwards man or backwards man?
Backward bad to backward bad. I will tell you, like, when I showed this movie to my brother, right, his roommate was also watching the movie with us. And I think... Yeah, no, that was like the one of like the first times I've been to his place to watch a movie and his roommate joined. The only other time he joined was for Hot Fuzz when he and I did the Cornetto trilogy. And this is the second movie he watched with us, and it was the last movie he's watched with us.
Nice.
Yeah, he, like, me and my brother were just fucking laughing our ass off the whole time. And I would look over and see his roommate just hiding in his sweater, just wanting to physically disappear from the area. But he stuck it out. He watched the whole thing. And then proceeded to say, like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? That was the actual worst thing I've ever seen. It made it even funnier, I think.
So the first time I watched Freddy Got Fingered, I was in the hospital after my appendix surgery. And
shout out, doctor.
Yeah, me and my mom were watching this fucking crazy ass movie that neither of us knew anything about, but we were watching this shit. And we get to, like, the scene, and I don't remember how we reacted to the horse jacking off scene, but I'm sure that was cool. I was on heavy drugs because of the hospital. But anyway, the nurse walked in during the whipping of the legs scene where the girl's legs in the wheelchair. And it's just a lot of moaning and screaming for a good 2 minutes. I mean, it felt like it went on forever, to be honest with you. But
yeah.
And the nurse was like, what the fuck are these people watching? My mom was so embarrassed. It was awesome. So I definitely have a good, like, first time watching it. I don't remember most of the movie because it was a bad appendicitis. So I was really hopped up on drugs. But what a good way to watch it for the first time, I suppose.
I mean, first time I saw it, like... I had, like, always, like, known of the movie's infamy. Just, like, one of the worst comedies, biggest, like, what the fuck's going on? Everyone hates it. So I was, like, naturally, like, I gotta check it out. And I had a similar reaction to, like, you this episode. Where I was, like, there's no way that, like, any of this is, like, real. I like, at the time, I was, like, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to think about this because I'm not actively laughing. I wasn't actively laughing with it. I was just stunned and impressed. I was like, this they did it. They made this movie, and I was just kind of left in the same befuddlement you're in. So maybe you just gotta watch it 4 more times after.
I still think that's the point, and I would argue that I would be willing to bet that Tom Green made it shitty and like that. Like, I can't believe that was the kind of purpose in most of the scenes. Like, I can't believe that they made this or they allowed this to be made. It feels, every scene just reeks with that kind of energy. Like, let's do something even crazier. Is it really funny that he's have a baby above his head with the fucking umbilical cord? No, it's not. But it's just like
the Tom Green show, he did outrageous stuff like that all the time too. It was
yeah. And I will say, Tom Green is just great. His energy, his performance is fucking awesome. I could watch him all day.
It's acrobatic. Some would say
it's something. It is something. But yeah, no, I don't know. What a film. I like that it exists.
I fucking love it. I think about watching this movie fairly often, which is kind of why I picked it. One, again, total opposite, but it's like this movie in connection with Martyrs, right? When I was thinking about picking this movie, was those square spectrum charts, where it's got the, I don't know how to describe it other than using political affiliation. You got authoritarian, capitalist, socialist, communist, or whatever, each corner. I feel like both of these movies are down on the same level of deranged, but on opposite corners.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe that's what we need to follow Martyrs up with, is something equally upsetting, but doesn't make you want to take a shower after. Maybe it does, because there's a lot of jacking off of large animals in this movie. I know it's at the end of the movie, right, when they're in fucking Pakistan, he jerks off that elephant. Of course, it's not I don't think that's a real elephant's wee, but yeah, same principle.
But that horse looks pretty real.
That horse definitely was real. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with Tom Green for doing that. Should have saved it for Johnny Knoxville or Steve-O, but I never finished my Discord story because I never finished that story. I'm glad I remembered it because it involves the horse jacking off scene. So I'm showing this to my friend Brendan, showing him the video or the clips of the kid eating shit, and I build up to the horse jacking off scene. And as soon as we finish the clip, I'm chuckling to myself because ha ha ha. And then he's just quiet and then just leaves the Discord call and just does not answer me for an hour and a half.
Fuck yeah. And that's how you should respond.
Yeah, and it took him 6 months to be able to be able to be in a Discord call by myself or by himself with me in it.
Mm-hmm.
It took him a while because he was I don't want to be alone in a call with him anymore.
Mm-hmm.
In jest, of course, and I still like to fuck with him a little bit in that regard, mostly through just showing him clips of Yoda Joe at this point because he's also invested in that.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, Freddy got fingered. It's a fun.
I didn't know what to rate it this time.
Fun movie. I didn't know what to rate it the first time, so I did just stick with 5 stars. But
it's not anywhere near 5 stars for me.
It is a full 5 stars for me consistently. Movie, it genuinely, I don't think ever gets old for me.
I'm gonna have to give it 2 stars. 2 stars feels right.
Hey, you know what? With the bell curve on Letterboxd, this being an even 3.0, and having a pretty flat distribution rate.
Yeah.
I can't blame you.
Oh yeah. Does it belong on the Weirdo Watch List?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
I don't think there's any argument for it to not be on the list.
It's weird. It's the point. I feel like that's the point.
That's the brand of Tom Green humor. That's what he's going for.
Hell yeah.
And I like to think there's a bit of meta commentary. Kind of like, you know, when he's talking to like the cartoon executive and he's showing him all like the drawings, you know, like the X-ray cat, and he's got the bag of eyeballs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's saying like, you've got these are good drawings, they're pretty good drawings, but what the fuck is it? None of it makes sense. There's nothing happening, and that's kind of like Tom Green bit after bit after bit in this movie. To your point.
Yep. 100%.
It's a meta narrative.
It's very meta in a very interesting way.
Is that on purpose? I don't think so.
It doesn't put it out there and doesn't tell you exactly.
It's just Tom Green just. Yes, scene after scene. And like the movie's namesake too, Freddy Got Fingered. We don't meet Freddy until like 30 minutes in, and everyone's first reaction when seeing this movie for the first time is, so Tom Green's not Freddy? Who the fuck is Freddy?
Mm-hmm.
And then like, and it's not until like an hour in we find out like Freddy got fingered.
Yeah, get the namesake.
Yeah. It's kind of a great bit, I think.
Yeah, it's alright.
I love the movie to death. It's genuinely one of my favorites. I fucking know, like, that's a crazy fucking thing to say, but it is Freddy Got Fingered. Roger Ebert was like, this is one of the worst fucking things I've ever seen, but I will not forget it.
Hey, that's it right there.
That's it right there.
Nailed it on the nose right there, Mr. Ebert.
He did it.
Oh, yeah.
R.I.P. I think he's also been dead a while. So, do you have a movie?
Have a
for
movie
next fortnight's episode?
Yes, in 2 weeks we'll be watching 1999's The 13th Floor, directed by I lost the name already. Joseph something. Joseph Rusnak.
Interesting.
What the fuck that is. The 13th Floor. It's on Tubi. Shout out.
It is on Tubi. It's a fucking like computer movie. This is gonna be insane. I fucking, by the way, kind of do love these Y2K era tech movies because they're never they don't know. None of them know what the fuck they're talking about.
And this came out a year before The Matrix, so that's kind of interesting. I mean, it's like, you're looking at the picture of it, it's very Matrix coded looking, and it's about a computer simulation, like people living in a computer or something. I don't know, but it'll be interesting seeing what came right before The Matrix.
When did this one come out?
99.
April 16th, 99. And The Matrix...
Was Matrix 99 too, or was it 2000?
Matrix was March 99. These movies released 2 weeks apart. With The Matrix coming out first. Maybe that's why no one fucking remembers The 13th Floor.
Yeah.
But no, I'm actually kind of excited to watch this. Again, I love these.
It's got some interesting like reviews. People championing this movie a little bit. So
interesting.
We'll see. We'll see if it's good.
Yeah. All right. I look forward to it.
All right, brother.
Any other final thoughts about out of you before I end this episode?
No.
No,
I have nothing else, my friend.
All right. Well, then, that'll do it for this episode of the Weirdo Watch List. Thank you all for listening. Be sure to rate, like, comment, subscribe. I'm talking too fast. I'm fumbling through all these words. And be sure to watch The 13th Floor for next episode and give Jim Cameron your money.
Yeah.
Thank you all for watching, and good night.